The air crackled with tension as two warriors faced each other under the neon glow of the city. General Fujita, the ruthless Japanese commander from Fist of Legend, stood rigidly, his uniform pressed to perfection, his gaze sharp as a blade. Opposite him, Angela Mao, the Lady Kung Fu of Legend, adjusted her stance, her fierce eyes locked onto her opponent. The world seemed to hold its breath, waiting for the clash of titans. This was not just any fight, it was a battle of two philosophies, two warriors molded by discipline and hardship, each bringing their unique strengths to the fray. General Fujita was no ordinary martial artist. A master of judo and karate, he embodied raw power and unwavering discipline. His strength lay in his ability to absorb damage and counter with brutal, bone-shattering strikes. His years of military training had forged him into an unrelenting force, a fighter who never hesitated, never faltered. Fujita's strikes carried the power of a wrecking ball. A single punch or throw could end the fight instantly. He could take an inhuman amount of punishment without slowing down, his pain threshold beyond normal limits. He fought with a soldier's mentality, efficient, methodical, and devoid of mercy. Fujita's power came at the cost of flexibility. Against a faster opponent, his movements could seem sluggish. His style was effective but direct. Against someone with superior adaptability, he could struggle. His belief in his own invincibility sometimes made him reckless. Angela Mao was a storm in human form. Her fighting style, a fusion of northern and southern kung fu, was a deadly dance of precision and agility. Every strike she delivered was sharp and calculated, her movements a blur of controlled chaos. Where Fujita was a tank, Angela was a blade, cutting down her foes with sheer speed and skill. Angela moved like the wind, striking before her opponent could react. Unlike Fujita's straightforward approach, Angela had a vast arsenal of techniques to adapt to any situation. She could outlast her opponent, wearing them down with relentless attacks. While fast and precise, Angela didn't have the brute strength to trade blows with someone like Fujita directly. Her style relied on evasion and counterattacks, meaning one mistake could leave her exposed. If caught in Fujita's grasp, breaking free would be nearly impossible. The fight erupted in a blur of movement. Fujita lunged forward, aiming to crush Angela with sheer force. His fists swung like hammers, each blow capable of caving in ribs. But Angela was not there. She slipped past his attacks with feline grace, her counterstrikes landing like pinpricks against a beast. Fujita grunted, his frustration evident. He switched tactics, feinting an attack before executing a lightning-fast judo throw. This time, he connected. Angela hit the ground hard, the impact rattling through her bones. For a moment, it seemed the fight was over. But then, like a phoenix rising from the ashes, she surged back to her feet, her expression unreadable. She adjusted her stance, her movements sharper, more precise. Fujita charged again, but this time, Angela was ready. Using his own momentum against him, she weaved through his attacks, striking weak points, his joints, his throat, his solar plexus. She was relentless, her fists and feet landing in rapid succession. Fujita staggered, his monstrous durability finally showing cracks. His breathing became ragged. Then the moment came. Angela saw an opening, a brief hesitation in his stance. Without wasting a second, she unleashed a devastating tornado kick to his head. Fujita's eyes went wide before his body crumpled to the ground. Silence. The mighty general, the unshakable force of destruction, lay motionless. The fight was over. Angela Mao had won. Fujita was an unstoppable force, but Angela Mao was the immovable object that outmaneuvered him. She didn't win by overpowering him, she won by outthinking, outpacing, and outlasting him. Her adaptability, speed, and precision proved to be the perfect counter to Fujita's brute strength. While he relied on raw power, she relied on skill. In the end, skill prevailed. As Angela stood over her fallen opponent, she took a slow breath. The battle had tested her limits, but she had proven once again why she was a legend. She turned, walking away under the flickering neon lights, leaving behind the defeated warrior, a testament to the truth that speed, intelligence, and mastery could conquer even the most indomitable strength. And so, the legend of Angela Mao continued.